I went from being an IT customer care analyst to a network analyst level 3.
I went from working in the fire protection industry to being a network support analyst.
I was working in education, and now I'm a control room analyst for NASA.
I was a support manager at Walmart, and now I'm going to be support systems engineer.
Thanks to NextGen T.
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 I have successfully changed careers and am now happy in life and in my career.
I get to enjoy what I do and level up my career.
I can actually legitimately say right now that I have a career.
I have leveled up and I have the confidence I need as a network security engineer.
Leveled up to NASA, and I'm at max level.
Thanks to NextGen T, I am one step closer to achieving my dreams.
Landing me into my first IT position.
I'm actually an engineer. It's a title I've always wanted to have. Now I have it. I achieved it.
Able to have the drive and motivation to be able to enter the field.
Thanks to NextGen T.
Thanks to NextGen T.
Thanks to NextGen T.
Thanks to NextGen T, I leveled up from a help desk position to a career in networking, and I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, there we go. Oh, what a nightmare. For those of you who popped into this live stream like early and heard me coughing, I'm sorry. So before I even get into everything else, there might be times during this live stream where I have to mute it, or I'm going to be turning off my camera because I have a sinus infection. I feel like crap and I'm coughing like nonstop, blowing my nose, all that stuff. You guys don't want to see that or hear that. So if you see the camera or mic cut, that's why. Anyway, tonight, welcome to the live AMA. You guys have questions. I got answers. I want to help you. I just got done doing a live event with NextGen T, talking to our students about technical interviews, and I'm just like jacked. I'm like super stoked because I love helping people. I love interacting with you out there, and I know you out there have questions about working in IT or trying to level up, trying to take something that just trying to do something better for your life. I want to help you. That's why I'm here. So let's go. Let's start this thing out. Hello to everybody in the chat. We already got a question. I love it. I love it. Eric Thompson, what's up? Or Eric Thornton. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. Eric Thornton. How do I get an IT job with only 2 certifications and no experience? You apply for all of the jobs, man. You just keep applying until something happens. Also, it's probably a good idea to get some experience under your belt. So home labs, definitely be looking into home labs and how you can be utilizing a home lab to help build experience on your end, because it's going to be very helpful for you. Promise you. So just keep applying to jobs. Like, you just have to keep applying. Build make your own website too that can showcase the work that you do. Have it maybe do YouTube videos that showcase what you do. I just said this like exact thing I'm about to say, but you don't have to be a YouTuber. It's more or less like, hey, you're going to document like the things that you could do. You're going to show off the things that you're going to do. And the great thing about the IT industry, the IT world, or really just the technically advanced world that we live in. I don't know if that sounds right. We get to send all of our resumes in this wonderful, amazing format called PDF. RIP to the dude who created that, which was like last week. But yeah, PDF format. So you can actually put a link to, your personal website, your YouTube channel, your GitHub, whatever. And we can click on those links and we can actually learn more about you that way. It's a good idea. And also, when you're going into an interview, I assure you nowadays, most people are probably Googling you. I used to do that all the time when I was doing interviews. I would Google the people who were coming in because I wanted to find as much information about them as I possibly could. So yes. Yeah, there we go. Sinus infections are the worst. Hello, everybody out on LinkedIn. Great to have you all here. Brandon Fisher, what's up, brother? How are you doing? Eric Thornton. God, I don't know why I keep trying to say that. Eric Thornton, you are very welcome. Mr. Demi, what's up? It is good to see you. Here's another question. Going from an electrician trade to IT, would it be a hard transition to understand, even though I've done IT on my own time in your home lab, like I mentioned? So will it be a hard transition? Like, that's like a relative question, right? Like, I can't tell you if that's going to be a hard question because I don't know anything about you, right? Like, that's the unfortunate part about your question that you're asking me. Sorry. Switching any career essentially is going to be a hard transition. It's more or less like how you like take yourself through that process. Like, yes, it's going to be hard. Are you going to be prepared for it? Because it's not going to be easy. Like, there's a lot that you have to learn. But if you're like open and willing to learning and always improving and trying to better yourself, excuse me while I cough. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Yes, as long as you're always trying to continuously improve yourself and do better, like, the transition process will be easier because of that. Like, if you're really interested in working in IT and you're going to give your all, you're going to get everything that you got to work in this field, like, you're going to go through any transitions that you need to. You're going to go through all the different processes that you need to get to where you want to be. Oh, I think I need to cough again. It's so terrible. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh, maybe I should drink some water. Anyway, I hope that helps you out. Oh. Michael, when you give advice for new IT professionals, what is the absolute number one thing I would recommend? Like, I don't know, like, the number one thing. I feel like if I were to try to do that, like, the number one thing would turn into like 17 different things. Like, the number one thing. But I think overall, like, the number one thing that I always like tell everybody who's like interested in learning an IT, if you're really looking to get in this field, like, don't expect to know everything because you're not going to know everything. Don't beat yourself up because you don't know something. That's going to be the case always. And like, I see this because I'm mentoring somebody personally right now. He always comes to me like asking questions about learning something. Like, 1 week it was Splunk. He was asking me about learning Splunk. So I got him like all the resources to learn Splunk. And then like 2 weeks later, he's like, hey, I was looking at like this ethical hacker like course, and I was thinking about like doing XYZ. And I'm like, bro, how does that Splunk stuff going? He's like, oh, well, I've kind of moved on to this. I was like, stop. Like, stop. Like, ADD, right? Squirrel. We all have that problem. But sometimes, like, he was asking me the questions, first of all, about Splunk, right? And we went into, like, detail about Splunk. Like, go follow through, right? Like, follow through with it. You know, like, you don't have to know everything about it, but at least follow through with, like, learning something about it before you start moving on to the next things. Like, IT is going to be weird that way. Like, IT, like, you're going to find, like, so many things. Like, if you're really, like, passionate about technology and, like, learning more, like, you're going to have squirrel moments like 24/7. And when I say squirrel moments, I mean, like, you start focusing on one thing and then like you see this new different technology pop up and you're like, oh, like, hyper focused on that. Like, I know how often that happens to me because like technology is always just evolving and growing and there's new stuff coming out all the time. And I lose focus. It's hard because like it's exciting, but you know, you guys just sometimes have to take the time, like put on the brakes a little bit and like, you know, let's dive deeper into some of these things before we start doing all these like squirrel moments. I just kind of went off on this little tirade thing. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry. Tobiah Walter, you don't think you'd have this much energy having a sinus infection? No, I just drank some coffee though before I did the Next Gen T event. So that's probably why I'm so wired right now is the coffee. It's got to be the coffee. B+ AIM. Why is everybody calling me Zachary? What does it say Zachary? I thought it just says Zach on the screen. You guys are throwing me off calling me Zachary. I'm so confused. Where does it say that? Oh my goodness. Only my mother calls me Zachary. Anyway, sorry. You're a high school student right now. What should you major in if you want to have a career in IT? Who says you have to major in anything to work in IT? First of all, Do you want to go to college? I mean, if you want to go to college, that's fine. I'm never going to steer anybody away from college. Like if that's something that you really like want to do, that's like something you absolutely have to do to like fulfill your life, go to college. That's fine. But to work in IT, you don't have to have a college degree. It's not a requirement. It's not a hard requirement. There are some jobs that do have a hard requirement for a college degree, but you're finding more and more that companies are just saying like, we don't care if you have a college degree. We care that you have experience. We care that you know how to actually do these things. So there's wonderful, amazing boot camps like Next Gen T, you know, who I work for. Like we do a phenomenal job of getting people prepared for real hands-on skills to do jobs, right? Like, yeah, I'd go a whole thing on that. But yes, so with that being said, like you can go through a boot camp like Next Gen T and you do that in like 24 weeks or 14 weeks, or you go to college for 4 years. It's up to you. Like I know what I would do. Like not just because I work there, but I know the thing I would do. Anyway, I hope that helps answer your question. We got a super chat. Got to hit the super chat. Thank you, SNA, for the super chat. Always, always appreciated. You're 25, studying A+. How many years until you get into cybersecurity with all the certs and work experience needed? Dude, that all depends. Like, the IT industry as a whole, right? Like, not segregating cybersecurity because cybersecurity is such a vast world of IT in itself. Like the IT industry, if we include cybersecurity, we include every aspect of IT, is freaking huge, right? There's a lot of information to know. There's a lot of things always happening. I forgot where I was going with that because my brain's probably not catching up with my sickness. Sorry. But yes, how many years until you get into cybersecurity? What I was going at is like, it really depends on how much effort you're putting into learning and understanding what you can about the industry, and learning and understanding as much as you can about cybersecurity, like specifically. Like, yes, it's great that you're getting your A+ because those fundamentals are freaking rock solid. We love to see those fundamentals. But like cybersecurity is like this industry that's like so freaking vast and huge. And there's so many different areas. Like there's so much to know. I'm not saying that to scare anybody, but like, it's not always about like how much experience you have. It's like the things you know, the people that you know can definitely like help things, right? Like there's just many different, like there's a lot of different answers I have for your question. And I'm sorry. My sickness is definitely catching up with me. But yes, there's a lot of different answers I have for you. And I don't know how to formulate it to make sense right now. I should punch myself in the head and maybe that would make me feel better. But has anybody ever had that feeling? I said that to my wife last night. I was like, my head hurts so bad that like if I punched myself in the head, it would probably feel better than the pain I'm having right now. I don't know. I'd throw it in the chat if you've ever experienced anything like that. But anyway, sorry. You're 25, studying A+ now. How many years until you get into cybersecurity? Where you're going to need to get like your Security Plus. You're going to need to focus more into some other security certifications to help with that, but also doing labs. Like Next Gen T has an amazing cybersecurity program. So if like that's something you're really interested in, I would check that out. Outside of that, like you're doing labs, like there's like Try Hack Me, there's Hack the Box. Like those are great resources for you to help learn more about cybersecurity. And again, cybersecurity is a vast field. It's huge. Like there's so many different areas within the field that you could get into. So really it's like you have to hyper focus and figure out what part of cybersecurity you want to work in. Because like, well, yeah, cybersecurity is like this huge term right now. And it's like on everybody's hot list and it sounds amazing. And we have millions of open jobs. Well, the fact is like, if you look at the cybersecurity industry and you look at how many different job titles exist just in cybersecurity alone, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what did I just get myself into? Cybersecurity is huge. So with that said, there's plenty of opportunity, but you definitely have to figure out like where those opportunities lie. And like, there's definitely, there's like, CompTIA has like the, it's like, I just looked it up today. It's a roadmap. It's the CompTIA certification roadmap. So if like you're like really interested in something in cybersecurity, look at the CompTIA certification roadmap, and that could be a great guide for you. Figure out where you go next. I'm looking that up for you right now. IT certification roadmap. This is wonderful PDF. I refer to it like all the time because it's amazing. Thank you, CompTIA, for having this. You guys are rock stars for that. People skills. Yes, people skills. We got another super chat. Miguel. If I butcher your name, I apologize. Don't be mad at me. I love you guys. Thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. You are studying for your CCNA, even though you barely start your first IT job in a week. Should you slow down? You already have your A+ and Net+. Why would you slow down? I'm curious what makes you like. Why would you want to slow yourself down? Like if all of these things are like things that you can handle, like if you can handle studying for your CCNA and starting your first job, you do that. Like, no, it's not too much to handle. People do this all the time. People working in IT continuously doing this. And I think if you're starting your first job while doing your CCNA, like you should be verbal about that with like your employer. Hey, like I'm still studying for my CCNA. Hey, can you get me involved in any projects where I could take advantage of the things that I'm learning on my CCNA? That would be huge for you. So no, don't slow down. Like full speed ahead, 100%. I hope that helps. I got to cough again. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, what hit me back up with why you think you should slow down. Really interested in that. Dan Demand, what's up? I love it. Dan Demand, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Hey, you're getting to IT and you're starting with Google IT course. Where would I recommend that you go from there? Trying to be qualified for a job ASAP. Just an entry-level IT job, I would say after the Google IT course, get your A+ certification. A lot of what you're going to learn on the Google IT course is going to be covered in the A+, but the A+ certification is much more valuable than the Google IT support certification. So having both will definitely look good for you because they're two certifications, and certifications are not useless, despite what you guys may or may not have seen on the internet recently. Certifications are not at all useless. They're very, very useful. Certifications are useful. They're great. So the more that you have, the better. But yeah, having something like the A+ definitely be helpful. Outside of that, one second, got a cough again. Oh, this sinus infection will be the death of me. Brandon Fisher actually just nailed it in the chat. A+, Net+, Security Plus. Those are all great entry-level certifications. But say you start off with your A+, and you're learning, there's a lot of things that are covered on the A+ and the Google IT support certification. So you're going to learn about networking. You're going to learn about like scripting. You're going to learn about all different, like cloud, all different types of stuff. You might find that like you're just really interested in one specific area. Like you might find when you're going over like the networking stuff on the A+, you're like, I really like networking. I want to learn more about this. Absolutely go down that path. You know, Net+ is great. CCNA is like 10,000 times better. Sorry. Keep coughing. It's so terrible. This like seriously going on like 3 weeks of coughing. I'm just so over it. Like, I'm so tired of being sick. I really, really am. KevTech IT support. What's up, brother? It is good to have you here. Isaac Alexis, you are very welcome for the videos. I love helping people. Professor Messer, LinkedIn Learning are definitely great resources. Yeah, if you guys are studying for A+, Net+, Security Plus, definitely check out Professor Messer's channel on the YouTube because it's free, like free dollars, like, you know, $0. And the stuff actually works. Brandon Fisher says, yes, some CompTIA certs do stack. You could view them on their website. That's right. Damn allergy. No, I got a sinus infection. And yeah. It started off like as a cold, then it turned into the sinus infection like a week ago. Oh, it's terrible. I'm not gonna whine anymore. Man. Okay. There was a question here. Glody, you're a student in business administration, but you want to immerse to computer science. So is it possible to start with IT? I mean, you can. Yes, it's possible. I think your question it's a little bit hard to understand, but yes, it's possible. Chris, what's up? You're looking to change careers from a chemist to some sort of IT field. Is community college a good source for learning basics on the way to certifications, or do you need another degree? You absolutely 100% do not need a degree to work in IT. A degree in any shape, form is not an absolute 100% requirement to work in this field. Some jobs will ask for a degree. Yes, This is true. I don't have a degree. I've worked in IT for like 20 years. I know a lot of people who work in IT who don't have degrees, and that's only going to continue to happen more and more and more. Not only did, the government announce like last year, the year before, that they're dropping kind of requirements on the degrees, like places like Amazon and Apple and gosh knows who else, Google, I'm sure, don't require a degree anymore. Like they don't, it's just not a thing. Like they know that there are a ton of skilled workers out there who don't have degrees. And IT is one of these amazing fields where there's no college in existence that will ever teach you everything that you need to know about IT. And no colleges do a good job of it anyway. But if that's something you want to do, I still encourage it. Like if that's something that like you absolutely have to do, it's still a great resource. It's still going to be helpful, but there are other options. And I want people to know that. So no, I'm not trying to say colleges are completely worthless. Don't get mad at me about it. I understand that you went through your 4-year college program and you're paying out the wazoo for your tuition and all that stuff. If you're happy and satisfied with that, I am happy and satisfied with you, and I'm proud of you. But that's not for everybody. Not everybody can do that, and that's okay. Not everybody wants to go to college. That's okay. You don't have to go to college to work in IT, period, the end. Hope that helps. Probably the coffee and being sick, I'm just like raging, not raging, but we are on fire right now. Mr. D, I think you asked a question earlier and I missed it. I apologize. I can't keep up with the chat all the time, yo. Can't do it. Phenom, 1992. You're currently in help desk for about a year now, and you would like to switch it over to cybersecurity. Is it a hard, challenging transition from switching to cybersec from help desk? Yes, it is. It's going to be a little bit challenging for you. And you've only been on the help desk for about a year. It's going to be challenging. Is it possible? Yeah, it can still be possible, but you're going to need like some certifications to help like actually show and validate that you have skills in the cybersecurity like realm. Not only that, like if you're in a help desk role, you should be like trying to shadow people in your position that handle any type of security functionality within your environment. So if you have a security team, like you want to be trying to shadow with one of those people to try to learn more about the field, to try to get involved in projects that are security related. If you don't have that in your environment, you're going to be looking at the other people on your team and finding like the different projects that might be in some way security related. Or, just trying to insert yourself in projects where you can have some type of security experience involved in that. Maybe you're just trying to harden the server or something. Like that's still like you're doing something. You're getting some verifiable experience under your belt, and you're doing it in your job. So that's fantastic. So that would be my advice for you. I hope that helps. Look at Kev Tech Support. He doesn't have a degree. He works in IT. See, again, I'm not trying to say that the college is wrong. People always think that of me. I want people to understand that there are other options out there. That's it. And no option is better than the other. Like, I'll be 100% honest with you about that. Like, no, there's no option that's going to be better for you than another one. Like, I'd say they're all like equal. It's all about the effort and like work that you put into it. Because like I hear time and time again from people who go to college who struggle to find jobs. So, like, I don't even know what to say. There's something in my head that I wanted to say, like some analogy, but I couldn't think of it. Anyway, here we go. Brandon, what's up? Your resume blows. I'm sorry to hear that. You're about to get your CompTIA A+, but you have no experience. You did make a virtual lab. That's great. Document that. Do you need to work a crappy, I have to filter myself because of YouTube, I want them to pay me money, so I can't say bad words. Anyway, do you need to work a crappy customer service job outside of IT to get a help desk job? No, you don't have to. Not at all. Any type of customer service related job experience is always going to be helpful for you on your resume, especially for landing a help desk job. But if you can like get your A+, which is going to be great, if you can put on your resume like a link to maybe a video of you like going over a virtual lab of some sort, or maybe you include a link on your resume to like a website you built, maybe it's a link to your GitHub, a link to something that shows like, hey, you've done these things. Like that's going to be helpful for you. Apply for all of the help desk jobs that you can find. And you never know what's going to happen. Like, even if you don't have the customer service experience, like on your resume, like you're going to be seen because you're A+, because a lot of employers out there still require the A+ certification, especially for entry-level roles. So that's going to be great for you. Like, so if you can go into the interview, maybe you could show off that you do have some customer service skills that I don't know about. But yeah, like just keep going, man. You don't need to work a crappy customer service job to get a help desk job. No, not at all. You could work a crappy help desk job. Like, there are plenty of very crappy help desk jobs out there that are going to pay you, you know, like $10 an hour or whatever. Like, yeah, you could do that if that's something you can afford to do, for sure. Kiera, I hope I pronounced your name right. If I didn't, I apologize. I'm terrible with names. This help desk, the recommended first job once you get the 3 certs, A+, Net Plus, and Security Plus. Help desk is the recommended first job if you want to work in IT, like, period. Like, it's recommended for sure. The only requirements for like an entry level like help desk job is like 0. Like, there are actually like no requirements, like, in the grand scheme of things. And like most help desk jobs, like, anything that you learn on the A+ is going to be like sufficient enough knowledge to help you get started. Because again, in an entry level help desk type of job, you're going to be shadowing somebody like for weeks, if not months at a time, to learn their environment, to learn the things that you're going to be doing. And if they have their environment set up properly, like I talked about in a video recently, if they're documenting these things, like, it's going to be such a very easy, like, onboarding process for you. So yeah, you don't need to get the certs. Like, you could put on your resume that you're currently studying for these certifications and you plan to have them by X, Y, and Z. That's perfectly acceptable. Even if you just have one of those certifications, you can put, hey, I got my Net Plus certification and I'm going to obtain my Security Plus and A+ by XYZ date. Fine. That's great. Or just put on there you're studying for all 3. Just go. Like, help desk is a position that you know, like, anybody can do. Like, not anybody, because like having like some type of like communication abilities is going to be very, very helpful for you, for sure. Like, that's communication and IT soft skills are so, not enough people talk about how important soft skills are when it comes to IT. And especially like when you're starting out in IT, yeah, soft skills are freaking huge. And like, one of the cool things about IT is you're always going to be working with people. Like, always, you're always going to have to deal with people, whether that's like one-on-one, over the phone, or via email, answering tickets, whatever. You're going to go through your journey in IT, and you're going to pick up on soft skills. You're going to learn the soft skills that you need. So that's all good. Here's a super chat from Christian. COP 4th. I don't know how much dollars that is, but thank you. I appreciate anything. Any advice on how to get the professional collab engineer? What do you mean? What professional collab engineer are you talking about? What is it that you speak of? Oh, the Google thing? Man, Google. I mean, if you don't have to pay for it, I would get it. Why not? Otherwise, like, I'm a Google fanboy. Let me first explain, like, tell you this. I love Google. I've been using Google for like ever, right? Like, Google and me are like this. We're homeboys. I love Google. But the Google IT certifications, I don't know what the heck they were doing, what the heck they thought that they could try to do. I applaud them for it. Like, it's great effort, but the industry doesn't recognize them. That's the unfortunate thing about the Google IT all the Google certifications, like, as outside of the Google Cloud certifications. The Google Cloud certifications are the most valuable certifications that Google has. All the other ones, like, nobody even knows what they are. Like me, I didn't know what that was. I didn't know it was a Google cert because nobody asks about it. Your company is forcing you to get it. Well, as long as they're forcing you to get it, they should be paying for you to get that. And if they're paying for you to get it, then yeah, get it. I mean, any certification will definitely be helpful. But as far as like a value standpoint, like, the industry just doesn't see them yet. Will they see them at some point? Possibly. I can't answer that. But I've been waiting for like a couple years now for for the industry to recognize the Google IT support certification. Let's go out on Indeed.com right now. Let's share my screen so you guys can experience this with me. Gotta probably throw this up there. Google IT support certification. I didn't spell that right. Certification. Oh, get out of here. Stop it. What? Really? 567? I doubt that. Let's see. Stupid Indeed. They need to fix their search. Does this say anything about Google IT support? Where's the Control F? Control F. Google IT. You got 2. So nothing on that job posting. Entry level IT support. Let's see. Oh, look at they actually do ads for it. Oh, maybe it's starting to come around. It's probably been like at least 2 months since the last video I did. Well, what, it's been longer than 2 months. Like what, 6 months since I probably last looked at this? Maybe they're coming around. That's news to me, and that's still fantastic. I'm all right with that. But in general, like, you know, nobody looks at the Google ones. Who cares about that? Psh, Google. I love you, but get it together. Jay just turned 43 with 15 years of customer service related work with the local government and just obtained your A+, Net Plus, and Security Plus. It's $50K a year realistic. It's $50K a year realistic for an intro position. Depends on where you live. So that's like the other, like this caveat with the IT industry. Everybody always asks about the salary. How much can I make an XYZ job? I can't answer that because I don't know where you live. I don't know what the jobs in your area pay. Like that's the truth right there. So what you could do is go on Glassdoor.com and you could look for jobs with specific job titles in your area to start to get a better like understanding of what those types of positions pay. Also, our homies over at CompTIA, what is it? Salary something. Average, I don't know. They have like this salary calculator for IT careers. Thank you, CompTIA. You actually did something useful for you. This CompTIA IT salary calculator, very useful. So again, thank you, CompTIA, for doing something cool. That's a great resource right there. I don't know why that did it. Oh, it's okay. It did post to YouTube. Didn't post to LinkedIn though. So LinkedIn, I'm sorry if you're trying to find this link to the IT salary calculator, just Google it. But anyway, you can look up different jobs, job titles in your area, and you can get a good idea of what those jobs pay. But I can tell you, like, so in Chicago, like Chicagoland area, you could absolutely obtain $50,000 a year, having just those certifications. Also, like $50,000 a year in Chicago, like, isn't really like that much when you take into consideration like how much it costs to live here, right? Like Illinois sucks, so don't live in Illinois and work in IT. Would be advice number 1. Sorry, Illinois. Sorry, Governor Pritzker or whatever. Yeah, so you live in Atlanta. So yeah, definitely like use Glassdoor.com, use the CompTIA calculator. That'll give you a good idea of what jobs pay in your area. GB, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it very, very much. You build networks for Hotwire. How can you transition to IT? Register for your network security certifications at UCF. It costs $15,000. Is it worth it? No, bro. Come to NextGen-T. Follow me over to NextGen-T. You hit me up over there. We'll get you in. No. Right here. Right there. NextGen-T. You want to be a network engineer? We got you. We got you covered. But if you want to transition to IT, there's lots of training out there that can help you get started. There's so much training out there. I can't answer your question about is it worth it? I don't know your financial situation. I don't know, that's hard for me to answer. Just based on that alone. I can tell you that there are a lot of amazing resources out there, like NextGen-T, but other resources also that can help you like learn the skills that you need to learn. So I guess take with that what you will, but transitioning to IT, like you're already building networks. So it sounds like you have at least some type of experience like in the technology world. So that's going to be extremely helpful for you. So if you want to transition to IT, like you shouldn't have that difficult of a time, but you could definitely like start off getting some certifications. If you want to be in networking, the CCNA is an amazing certification to help you get starting in networking. And again, I'm going to say this right now. if you want to work in networking, get your CCNA. Don't worry about any other certification because the CCNA is so much more valuable than any other certification to help you get started in networking. I'll leave it at that. You can read between the lines, right? You got me. But anyway, yes, there's lots of great ways to help you transition to IT. The fact that you have experience is going to be very, very helpful for you. But yeah, hit me up offline, send me an email. I can get you help if you need it. This super chat, I can't keep up with you all. Eric, hey Zach, are there any Mac OS certs in your opinion that are worth it if your goal is to be a sysadmin? I mean, Mac has like 1 or 2 certifications, maybe. I don't know. Is it worth it if you're going to be working in Mac environments? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. But if you want to learn anything about Mac, here's my pro tip. If you want to learn the Mac OS, say F it and learn Linux instead, because you're going to find that really Mac and Linux are so similar to one another that just learning Linux is going to be more than sufficient enough to be able to like open up a MacBook and like actually understand what's going on. I promise you, just learn Linux. So yes. Do you need a Mac OS cert? You would if you were to be working in an environment that is very, very, very Mac heavy. Otherwise, like it's meh. Oh, look at this is in regards to salary. Brian says you can also reach out to recruiters like Robert Half. They will provide you their yearly salary guide. That's great information. I didn't know that Robert Half did that. So there you go. This is why I love doing these live streams and people come in and they share advice. Thank you for all of you out there who come into these live events and help the community, because that's what this is about. I want to help each and every one of you all succeed in this field, because IT is an amazing career field to work in. I promise you. Like, you want to make good money, you want to do a job that you're going to enjoy, like for the rest of your life. Like IT, I think is that job. Like working in IT, I'm passionate about it. I love it, and I want other people to be passionate about it, love it too. Sorry. I'm just Smita, you are so funny and knowledgeable, Zach. That's why you have so many followers. I'm just like all hyped up on coffee and being sick and not trying to be sick. It's terrible, but thank you. Rodney, how valuable is Hack the Box or Try to Hack Me? They are both valuable, and I would strongly suggest that you utilize both of them. Start off with Try Hack Me and then move over to Hack the Box. But yeah, those resources, huge, definitely, especially if you want to, like, even if you don't want to be in cybersecurity, at least like from a system admin standpoint or from like a network engineer standpoint, going through some of these, like the scenarios that Hack the Box have or Try Hack Me have, like, it's going to really help build better skills for you. It's really going to help you harden your networks or harden your servers. This is very, very important stuff. So yeah, definitely. It's extremely valuable. Conduct. Hey man, you're currently going to college for a Microsoft IT professional certificate. Should you try and go for a bachelor's degree after you're done? I mean, I'm sorry to all the people who've been in this live chat and have heard me say this multiple times now, but a college degree is not required to work in IT. I might have to say that a couple times because people have questions that come in late. Just put it out there. But yes, college degree not required. Do you want to get a bachelor's degree? Go for it. If you don't. Not a requirement. Hope that helps you out. What's going on, Kevin Lopez? How you doing? Phenom, are the lessons from Next Gen T conducted remotely since you are from Australia? Yeah, I would reach out to me about that, being from Australia and all that, based on how our program works. But yes, everything on Next Gen T is remote, but I can't shut my mouth right now. We are remote. It's me zipping my mouth because I can't say anything. I'm sorry if I just like made gross noises into the microphone. I hate being sick, yo. Like Chris says, I just chose community college because my work pays it almost 100%. Dude, I would do that too. If my job was going to pay me to go to college, heck yeah. I don't want that college debt. I'll tell you that right now. If Next Gen T was like, hey Zach, we're gonna pay for you to go to college, I'd be like, all right, your dime, I'm down. Let's go. Otherwise, I'd be like, I'm not paying for that. Get out of here. Say that again. It's music to my ears. What did I say about college degrees? I don't know. Brian, one thing that he looks for as an IT director is practical knowledge and a strong foundation. That's, I mean, really, like when it comes to many of the IT jobs, even like your network engineer jobs, even at your senior levels, like having practical knowledge and a strong foundation, like those are things that like we still look for in people that we hire. Like you would be surprised like how many people can like go through like an interview process just because like they have their CCNP or something, but they couldn't even tell you like the OSI model, right? Like that's probably like kind of a terrible example, but at the same time, like it's probably fairly accurate that like people just completely lack foundational skills and practical knowledge. So whatever. Yeah. Those things. I'm glad, Brian, that you look for those things, because I tell people that like the practical knowledge and foundational skills are so extremely important and valuable. Rob Riker's Tech Channel. What's up, Rob Riker? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Love it. KevTech IT support. Thank you very much for the super chat, brother. Have a nice cup of coffee on you tomorrow. I will do that. Although the coffee might be cough syrup after tonight, because I feel like I'm going to be coughing my lungs out after this. Oh, Edgard, how long do you think you should work help desk before trying to either get next level help desk or go into networking? I mean, I always like to tell people like try to stay in their current position like a year or two, like preferably more like the 2 years. That's just like a general thing, because you're going to get a lot of experience like doing like 1 or 2 years, and no matter what position it is, and that experience is so extremely important and valuable to you and your resume. So like definitely try to work it as long as you can. But it really like when you're ready to go to the next level, like you have to actually be putting in the work to go to the next level. So, you know, if you're in help desk, start trying to find projects that you can help with that are, you know, not help desk related. Like go to your sysadmins, go to your network admins, ask them what projects that they have that you can assist with. That's a great way to get experience and get your foot like into these doors of these areas that you're looking to get into. So, you know, start doing that. Outside of that, getting certifications. So if you want to go into networking, go get your CCNA. So, and again, with networking, it's getting with your network engineers, your network administrators at your current job saying, please let me shadow you. Please let me help you. What are the things that I can do to help you to get experience in networking? So valuable. And the certifications, of course, and building a home lab. What am I stepping in? Oh, girl. Sorry. Yeah, building a home lab. Like if you want to get in networking, you can download Packet Tracer for free dollars and you can start learning about networking. Who would have thought? I never would have thought that like 5 years ago. It's probably been out. It's almost been out that long, hasn't it? Packet Tracer. It's been a while, but like virtualizing a freaking network, like, so you can learn it. Amazing. Rob Riker's Tech Channel can tell you all about that. So if you want to learn about networking, go check out Rob Riker's Tech Channel. And if you really want to get into networking, then you probably want to come over to Next Gen T, because you know we're cool. Why I'm getting connection issue errors? Oh no, now it went away. Like I'm hardwired. Why is it telling me my connection's bad? Thanks for stopping by, Rob Riker. See, Brian says OSI model still plays an important role in troubleshooting. Absolutely, 100%. Oh my goodness, all this chat. I can't keep up. Sonny, what's up, brother? I know you're coming from Next Gen T. I don't know if I pronounced your name right or not, but I'm sorry. But I'm giving you a shout out because you're from Next Gen T. So what's up, brother? Thank you for stopping by. Wanda DeBread says Packet Tracer is amazing. So yes, if you want to learn networking, Packet Tracer, that's amazing. Pachow. Patricia, you graduate with your bachelor's degree in cybersecurity in September. You're also studying for your Security Plus certification. You know about the OSI model. Is this enough to get the first job in cybersecurity? You're also doing an internship working with the CMMC policy and procedures. Hang on, I got a cough. Sickness. Okay, yes, that should definitely be enough. Like you're gonna want to like start networking I'm glad you're on LinkedIn and you're sending this message from LinkedIn, because you definitely want to take advantage of the LinkedIn network as much as you can in the cybersecurity world. So yes, that's the first thing that I would tell you to help you get a foot in the door, is start getting yourself out there and networking with people in security. Start networking with people in your area, like different people who are working with the different companies in your area, trying to get yourself out there and connect with the people who are in the field that you want to work with, and make sure that you're participating on LinkedIn, leaving comments that are actually like valuable feedback that people are going to find like helpful. That's how you help like build a better network on LinkedIn. That's how you get noticed. That's how you build connections with people that can potentially help you get into this field. But with like what you currently have, like that should be enough. I can't say for sure. I don't know where you live. I don't really know anything about you. But in the grand scheme of things, like, yeah, it should be enough. It could be enough. Hey, I did pronounce it right. Oh, well, I'm glad. We got another super chat here. Phenom, thank you so much for your advice. Love your work. Well, thank you very much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. It really does mean a lot to me. Like I'm very thankful that I'm able to help you guys and girls out there. Like I just want to help you all succeed and do better. I don't have all the answers all the time, but there's wonderful people in this chat that might have the answers. And if I don't have the answers, I will go out and find the answers. I will help you out because you need to succeed. Oh, my goodness. I can't keep up with y'all. I'm sorry. The sickness is killing me. Okay, I'm done whining. Sorry. Oh. Well, I'm thankful that you all love my work. I just want to help. That's why IT Career Questions exists. The Franco... I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Hello, bro. How much should you get paid with an A+ cert? I don't know where you live, so I can't answer your question. I don't know how much jobs pay in your area. There's the Google. Go out on the Google and look up CompTIA salary calculator, and you put in your area, and it can give you an idea of what jobs pay. But having a certification, first and foremost, does not guarantee you anything. Having a certification does not mean that you deserve a job or that you deserve a certain amount of money because you have said certification. It's not how that works. So certs don't work like that. But I mean, just having an A+, you're looking at a help desk type of position. You're looking at some type of entry level position. The pay range for that varies based on your area. Like I know help desk jobs pay anywhere from like $10 to $20, $25 an hour. Like I've seen jobs in Chicago like $24 an hour for help desk. I'm like, gosh, that's pretty good amount of money for help desk. But you're also in Chicago, and Chicago sucks. Sorry. GB, you're a splicer and you build networks. So CCNA, AWS, Linux, and switches and routing. Give me some advice. How much is it for your course? What salary in Florida? The salary you guys have to look up on your own. Go out on Glassdoor or Google the CompTIA salary calculator. For my course, you guys can go over to nextgent.com. Link is in the description below. You guys can find out all the information about our courses over there. What advice do you want, man? Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like you asked earlier about like if you can transition to IT, and 100% you can, right? Like you work with Hotwire or whatever, which is great experience for you. So yeah, I think you're on the right track. I hope that helps, man. Edgard, you're embarrassed to ask this, but what does the systems and systems admin mean? What do they do exactly? The systems and systems admin. That's a great question. Like that's a fair question. Don't be embarrassed. Like that's totally fair. Because the systems and systems administration really relate to anything that's plugged into your network. Like any type of system could refer to a computer, a server, virtual like host. That's not what I was looking for, but my brain's fried, so don't pay attention to that. It could be your projectors, your wireless projectors that are, hooked up to your network. Your systems could be just, it's like literally anything that's like IT related. Like, I know it's like probably like not exactly what you're looking for, but like really it like systems is like anything technology related that's like connecting to your network, right? Like a sysadmin, like while I'm saying like it's connecting to your network and you might be thinking like network engineering or something, no, like sysadmin is still going to be responsible for some of the things that are connecting to their network. Like they need to make sure that updates are being pushed out to said devices on the network, and they need to make sure that proper group policies are configured on network on different devices within your network, on different systems within your network, I should say. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Systems also could refer to even like the programs and applications that you're running within your environment. It's just kind of like this broad like term in a way. So it's like general IT admin. I mean, like yes and no. Hold on, coughing. A sysadmin, it's like they're really in charge of the systems, right? No, it's the servers, the devices that are connecting to your network. I've said this like that 3 times. I'm just gonna shut my mouth on this one because sickness. So sorry. I'm getting tired too. I think I'm having my coffee crash after now. Edgar M, thank you very, very much for the super chat. I seriously appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thanks to your videos, you're applying yourself and studying CompTIA certs and hope to transition from insurance to IT. Love you, man. Feel better. Get some NyQuil on you. Thank you. I will get some NyQuil. I will need it. Thank you. And good luck to you. That's exciting. You're getting your CompTIA certs. You're right on the way, man. So good luck. Good luck and thank you so much. Here we go. Systems, servers, and devices, storage, virtualization, Active Directory, etc. Yeah, systems is Look at printers. I hate printers. Printers are the worst. I don't even know why I put that on the screen because I hate printers so much. Printers. I'm gonna ban that word from the chat because I know KevTech is about to be like printers. Printers are the absolute worst. Printers are the devil. Nobody should print ever. Save the trees for the love of everything holy. Just save the trees. Stop printing. It's useless. We live in the digital world. Like we live in 2021 where literally everything is digital and everybody carries one of these things that is a computer in your freaking pocket. Why is there paper? Why does it exist still? I don't know, because we don't care about environment. We just want to chop down trees and print out stupid papers for no reason, where you could just email everything in a PDF like, normal people do that live in 2021. Sorry. I hate printers. I really do. Devil. Sorry. Jay, hey, thanks for your inspiration. You finally landed your first IT job about 10 months ago, and it's been completely worth the struggle. That is awesome. Congratulations to you, dude. That's awesome. Somebody said printers in hospitals are unstoppable. Okay, so this is where all of my hatred towards printers comes from, is from working in a hospital. And it's not only the printers, it's the fax machines. And I don't know why fax machines exist either. I mean, I kind of know why, but I hate it because nurses on the 2nd floor would fax over a piece of paper to somebody on the 3rd floor. All the time. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're literally faxing something up to somebody on the next floor. Like, just walk the piece of paper up to them or email it to them. And they love to print. Like, every time I go to the doctor, they want to print out like this whole thing. I'm like, no, don't give me this piece of paper because I'm literally just going to throw it in the recycling bin. I don't want it. Email it to me. Tell me where I can find it online. I'm not stupid. I know how to find things. Ugh. Sorry. Printers should not be talked about in this chat. Sorry. You guys are getting me all worked up. Yeah, hospitals suck. Systems administrator, maintenance of servers, applications, patching, troubleshooting, escalations. For sure. We have 4 fax lines, and you were blown away when you discovered that. Yeah, it's disgusting. Like, why do you chat? Like, why do you fax? I mean, like, the printer rant is epic. I could go on a printer rant for a long time. They're just useless. Like, quick question. Edgar, thank you very much for a super chat again. I appreciate that. Quick question. Sorry if I missed it. Would you recommend cybersecurity boot camps? Cost $15K for a camp associated with a university, but you don't know if it's worth the time or the money. I mean, the only boot camp that I will ever recommend is Next Gen T, because they do, like, honestly, I'm not saying that because I work there. I'm not saying that because they sponsor this channel. I'm saying that, like, I started to work for Next Gen T because the way that we do training over there is like unlike anything I've ever seen before. That's why Next Gen T, I have such a strong passion for what we're doing. I honestly, truly 100% feel like we're changing the way that IT training is being done. That's why I work for Next Gen T. That's why I tell people about Next Gen T. That's the only boot camp you will ever hear me recommend, like, for a long time, forever, probably. That's how I feel. I hope that helps. But like, it's your money. You could do with it what you will. There's a lot of there's a lot of options out there. There's tons of different like ways to get in this field. No option is better than another one. That's the most important thing that you could take from this. A boot camp isn't necessarily better than college. College isn't necessarily better than a boot camp. Having certifications isn't always better than college, and having a college degree isn't always better than certifications, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. It just spirals. Nothing is a for sure way to get in this field. Not doing any of these things doesn't guarantee that you're going to work in this field. But it also, like, I guess with that being said, like, too, like, any of these ways are, like, any of these options out there are ways to get in this field. Like, I hope that makes sense. Sorry, tirade after being. Let's calm me down. I'm sick. Guess your chat message was too long. What, Chasman? Thank you for the super chat. I don't. Oh, here we go. Your assist engineer titles. You focus on AD Exchange, Office 365, Azure AD. Should you dig further into that? What I know, or start linking general cloud stuff like Azure, AWS? I would always like nowadays, especially. Always be making sure that you're learning and understanding as much as you can about the cloud and cloud technologies. Cloud is not going anywhere. Like, it's here to stay, whether you like it or not. So, yeah, definitely keep learning general stuff in Azure or AWS, or both for that matter. That stuff is always going to be helpful and always going to be valuable for you. So, yes, I mean, you could dig further into AD Exchange, Office 365 and all that, but I would really, at that point, like, if you're already in all those things, like, just tie it all up and get into Azure and get like Azure certifications and stuff. That's what's up. I have to cough again. Please hold. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Joe P, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, I'm getting tired, guys. You have your CCNA. How much experience in networking should you have before attempting your CCNP? We were just having this conversation earlier today. It's, you know, it'd be nice if you had a couple years of experience, honestly. It's not so much that like you couldn't like go one after another. You could, like, you absolutely could. But I think there's a lot to be said about the CCNP for sure. Like, it's definitely a much more difficult certification, and really having some experience under your belt of, understanding like some of the things that you're going to run into on a day-to-day basis. Like that's going to be the stuff that really helps you like concrete, like understand like what it takes to take and pass the CCNP. So, you know, definitely like getting the experience, like hands-on, like if you're working is going to be helpful, but just labbing, like if you're down for it, like just start labbing different scenarios and things, which with a lot of the CCNP training, they're basically essentially like lining you up for different labs that you could do, right? Like you're going to know and learn and understand like what types of labs you can do to help you understand the CCNP more, right? Like that's what I'm getting at. You can absolutely do it, but definitely having the experience, like that helps. So I hope that helps answer your question. Oh, sorry. I probably have like 5 minutes left in me. Probably, maybe 5 minutes. Like I need more coffee. Need some Robitussin, some cough syrup, some scissor. No, just kidding. Need something. But anyway, I hope that helps answer your questions. If you guys have any more questions, now would be like the best time to ask. Because I'll probably end this stream soon. So I can go to sleep. Go night night. I'm tired and sick, and I'm tired of being sick. But I thank you to everybody who's been here in the chat so far, participating, asking questions, helping answer questions. Also, like, I love you guys out there who help answer questions. You're the best. Like, you help me out, and I appreciate you. If I could give you a super chat, I would give you a super chat because I appreciate the help. There's no possible way I could keep up with this chat. Y'all are crazy. Joe P, you're welcome. You have physical equipment too. So yeah, that definitely helps as well. Good luck to you, sir. Chris, thank you for doing this. Sudafed and Mucinex. Dude, I'm on like Mucinex. I'm on that's not it. No, that's not it. I have a lot of different medicine. I guess I'm getting old. Some doxycycline. It's not good enough. I need to take like 6 of those probably. But yes, we're on meds. It's not helping. But thank you all very, very much. Appreciate it. Ooh, great question. Skinner, what's my opinion about Palo Alto firewalls and certification? Yeah, A+. They're used widely. Great stuff. Great knowledge to have, for sure. Smita, I don't know if I pronounced your name right. Again, I'm sorry. Take a rest. We need to be healthy and make more videos. No pressure. Okay, I'll do what I can. Michael R. stumbled onto me tonight. Sometimes the stars align. I love that. Love it when the stars align. That happens more frequently than you think when you're optimistic. I don't know if you guys knew that. Stars definitely align the more optimistic you are. Mackenzie. Currently working full-time, single mom, going for your bachelor's and working on certs. Any tips on not burning yourself out? Oh, man. Take it one day at a time. Like, probably cliche, whatever. But truthfully, like, don't try to, like, don't. If you feel like you're burning out, like, take a step back. Like, a lot of the stuff that you're learning, like, quite honestly, takes years to learn. So you're not going to grasp everything all the time. You're not going to retain all the information that you're learning all of the time. That's okay. Like, it's a lot to be a parent. Like, it's even more so like a lot to be a single parent. So kudos to you for that. And like, keep rocking it, because that's phenomenal. And good luck to you. Like, I'm so excited that you're like going to be working in IT and you're a single mom. You're going to freaking excel. I love it. Like, you're doing something better for your life and for your child's life or children's life. That's fantastic. So props to you for that, first of all. But yeah, like, just understand that, like, this is a lot to grasp. A lot of the things that you learn, you're not, like I said, always going to remember. That's okay. We don't always know everything. Like, anybody who works in IT, even if you worked in IT for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, like, we don't know everything. There's so much to learn. So don't beat yourself up on the things that you don't know. Don't beat yourself up because you're struggling on learning things. It's going to come to you. It's going to happen. Keep going over the things, even if it takes more time. Don't worry about like trying to rush through some of the stuff. Like, actually take the time and learn it and understand it. And as frustrating as it could be, and I know it could be very, very frustrating to learn some things about technology sometimes, like, just take a deep breath, sit down, like, take it, like, just like I said, one step at a time. You know, break things down into smaller chunks. But you can do it. Like, overall, like, the tips that I have for you, you can do this. Like, if you feel like you're burning out, please take a step back. You got this, though. I promise you. Promise you. John Bailey training. Working on these Messer videos, but man, yeah. I mean, I would have to agree with you. Professor Messer, it's very like monotone, right? Like, yeah, I feel you, but he's really, really good. I always put his stuff on like 2 times speed and I would listen to it probably like, 3 or 4 different times. Like, I would go through his, like, for my Security Plus, I probably listened to his entire Security Plus series at least 3 times, like from start to finish. And it was all 2 times speed, but I feel you. Ken Sherman. I know who it is. I see you, Ken Sherman. How are you doing, Ken Sherman? What up? Oh, good tip to increase the speed. Yes. I cannot watch any training videos anymore without increasing the speed. I had to watch videos for work today, and I was instantly 2 times speed. Like, oh, it's a 6 minute, like, oh, well, the first video is like, oh, this is like a 34-minute long video. Like, not anymore. It's about to be what? Half of that. Can't math right now. 16? God, my brain is done tonight. Yeah, I'm going to take this 34-minute video and turn it into a 16-minute video. How do you like that? Yeah, that's how you be efficient. You 2 times the speed. Oh, pro tip for any of my YouTube videos that you guys watch where it's like 12 minutes long, you could 2 times speed it. And now you just turn that 12-minute video into a 6-minute video. Whew, I just saved you time. How are you ever going to get those other 6 minutes back now? What are you going to do with all that free time now? Ken Sherman. So what are your favorite podcasts, IT related, Winky Face? I really like Security Weekly. Security Weekly is definitely probably in my top list. Security Weekly. I like everything that the Twit Network, that's This Week in Tech. They have a lot of different podcasts. They're all really good. Yeah, those are really my top 2. Other than that, like I've always stuck like listening to like all the murder mystery stuff from the wifey. She always makes me listen to that stuff. I like it though. It's fun. IT Security Labs. Sup, bro? Good to see you. Glad to see you. I'm like leaving in like a couple minutes. But yes, he liked the new mic, the radio voice. Hello, welcome to IT Career Questions. First time caller. Long time listener, first time caller. Is that how it goes? I got to do my Frasier Crane. Anybody ever watch Frasier? I'm like dating myself now. But when Frasier was on, I was probably too young to be watching that show anyway. But whatever. Anyway. What are good websites, communities for IT professionals to join? The number 1 website for communities for IT professionals, LinkedIn. You're already on it. Congratulations. You did it. You're there. LinkedIn. Fantastic. Outside of LinkedIn, though, Twitter is great for Twitter has an amazing IT community. And then, of course, Reddit. So between like LinkedIn, Twitter, and Reddit, like your IT like community covered for sure. Hands down, Frasier is awesome. I love Frasier. I do. It was a good show. Poor Messer. Yeah, no, I like Professor Messer's great though. Like I don't want to like discredit him in any way. It's slow, it's a little monotone, but like that's just the way that it is. That's fine. But it's really useful information. Like that dude's really smart. And he puts in a lot of work to do the stuff that he does. So I give that guy mad props. I have the utmost respect for that guy. Just at 2 times speed. Then I have 2 times speed Messer. You're my favorite Messer. Anyway. Thank you everybody for joining tonight. I appreciate it so much. Like I need to do this more often. I say that every time I do this, but like this stuff like really makes me so happy. Just getting to interact with all of you out there and to help you or just chat. You guys are the best. Seriously. This is like just too good to be true, to be quite honest with you. Thank you all very, very much. That's it. That's all I got tonight. I need to go home and like drink like a half a bottle of NyQuil and go to bed. So I hope you all have a great night, great evening, great weekend. Do something fun. Always be learning. Take it easy. I love you. And be sure to check out Next Gen T if you want to level up your IT career, because we do a good job of that. And you can hang out with me there because sometimes I can be cool. Other times not. Anyway, love y'all. Have a great night.